And so, this is Death Note, Episode 5.
Fuck you talking like that?
Yo, so it's been a while since we were back, of course. I know people, can't wait to see the episodes, but we've been having trouble actually uploading and editing a lot of our videos as of lately, so you're going to have to forgive us on that point. If not, well, I figure you wouldn't be here in the first place. So, we're just going to continue with these episodes. If we ever miss some, trust me, we're aware, and it's not for any reason, not for no reason, should I say. So, we'll just be back to uploading either the following week or the week after that. If you really want to know, though, check the MobFlips community page, of course, or the community part on our actual YouTube channel. That's usually where we post the updates about everything. Usually. What?
I don't know. When you said that, I was like, do we?
I post it occasionally. Not lately or anything, but that's because I'm like, bro, I don't even think people are looking at this shit. Nobody even liked it.
Nobody look at the community page on YouTube.
No, but it comes up on, when you've been looking at people's YouTube videos. Even if you're not following, it comes up on their YouTube. Like, right under, recommended videos. There's some people that comment and talk about it, it's just not too many. So, I can't tell how many people actually even look at the shit. I just know it's some people. Death Note Episode 5. You guys remember what happened last time?
Nope.
What about you?
Hell no.
You guys remember the whole situation with the bus? And he was setting them up, basically, and trying to act like somebody was robbing the bus, and then the dude got off and got hit.
Was that it?
I think something after that happened. I don't even fucking remember. It was the, I don't remember if it happened before or afterwards, but they were suspecting a school student, I remember. And then there was also the moment where they, he started killing people. He was trying to test out the ways that it actually was working.
Well, thank you for letting the people know.
I mean, not like you fucking remembered. I just remind you. I'm sure they remember what happened last time. They're watching this. They've probably seen Death Note enough times. So, the guy got hit by a car. He found out he could actually do a lot more, a lot faster, blah, blah, blah. He didn't take the offer for the eyes. What do you think's going to happen?
He tricked some chick into going on a date with him, finesse.
Yeah, he did. Hella hard. She think it's legit and everything. She don't even know he's a serial killer. Mass murderer. I can't even say serial killer at this point. It's borderline in genocide.
He's like evil, but in a nice way, I guess. Because he's like killing people who's done terrible things. Like, it's bad, but it can go both ways, I guess.
So would you do it if you had it?
Nah.
It's like, wait, humans who use the what now? Oh, no, I'm good. What if you had already used it just to test it out and then they accidentally told you could use it?
I mean, look, once you use it, you fucked. So,
you said you can't go to heaven or hell either, so not like it makes any difference.
I'm like, look, you just go ahead. I guess go ahead and keep using it then, I guess.
So, alright, we're going to get straight into this.
Because I'm like, you either gonna write stuff in there, or you just gonna see that freaking, what's he called?
Shit, you got me.
Yeah, you just gonna see him for the rest of your life.
That's hella scary, actually.
Well, I'm saying that's what scared the hell out of you, like.
It's like, bro, you gotta stop standing in my bed when I'm asleep.
Damn.
I love that theme song.
It sounds like the beginning of the outro of JoJo's.
No.
You're there.
Makes sense.
Listen carefully. I came to Japan as part of a secret investigation, so the local police can't find out that I
understand. I promise I won't tell anyone that I met you, and of course, that includes my father.
Well, then,
You don't fun things.
I edit this shit.
So?
It's just as I thought. Anyway, I don't want the police to know that I've come into contact with an FBI agent either. If my father ever found out, there's no doubt he'd let
let Elle know. It's obvious that he doesn't suspect me. And as for the police, I'm sure they'll treat this as
This man
just
Justin
another
said he
unfortunate
low-key want to
accident.
call himself Thickless.
What the hell, man? That's weird.
Whoa, I never said that.
I usually say I'm not going to judge people, but I'm judging you.
What? I never even said that shit.
Hey, welcome back.
False accusations.
What a day.
Is that two beds pushed together?
Something happened, didn't it? I've never heard you sigh like that.
Bro, please tell me you don't sleep in separate
The
beds.
bus I was on got hijacked, if you can believe it.
A bus jacking?
Yes.
Some junkie robbed a bank 2 days ago, and I guess he wanted to try taking on a bus today. I didn't think this kind of thing happened here.
So you were already riding the bus when the hijacker got on?
Yeah. And in the end, the guy freaked out, jumped off the bus, and got hit by a car.
Did he die?
Yeah, probably. I couldn't really stick around to see what happened to him.
You know,
Hmm?
it's a little hard to believe that that was all a coincidence, don't you think?
What do you mean?
Think about it. You got on that bus because you were investigating someone, right? And now you're telling me that this criminal is most likely dead. Doesn't that suggest that you...
That's enough. Look, darling, you and I know you used to be one of the best agents in the FBI, but now you're my fiance, Naomi. We talked about this. You're not an agent anymore, so just leave it alone.
Why isn't she an agent anymore?
You wouldn't get involved with the Kira case, and you wouldn't do anything dangerous. That's what you promised when we decided you'd come with me so I could meet your parents in Japan. You do remember that, don't you?
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's just force of habit. Sorry about that.
Not sure what that one's about.
No, I should be sorry. Let's forget about it.
So why isn't she
Anyway,
an
once
agent
we have a
anymore?
few kids,
Because they got
maybe
married, she
you'll
can't
probably
be
so
an
busy
agent?
you'll
I don't
forget
want
you
to
were
know
ever an
what's
agent.
even up with that one.
Your mind will be occupied with better things,
So
too.
listen, man, you need to be a housewife. No more
More
agencies. Like,
importantly,
whoa,
tell me
man.
how you convince your dad
No,
you're the
progressive
best daughter.
mindset.
Kira doesn't scare
We
me half
support
as much as
equality
he
here.
does.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, though, that's cool. That's
Let
cool,
me
too.
guess. You're about to write
She
down the
agrees
name
to
of that agent, aren't you? The one from the bus.
Not yet. I'm gonna wait 1 week before writing
Man,
his name.
I thank God I
If he
stopped
dies
myself.
right after meeting me, I'll only draw attention to myself. I'll write
I
his
said,
name
thank God I
once
stopped
I've given him
myself.
time to
I was gonna
investigate
say
more
something.
people with ties to the police. It'll be less obvious that way. In the meantime, I think I'll use some of those inmates I've been keeping alive to play around with Elle a little more.
Elle. Another victim. This one left what appears to be a suicide note.
Just in a room
Please,
with just
send
a
it to me.
computer?
Gods of Death. Elle, do you know? Gods of Death. Is he trying to tell us that gods of death exist? Listen, Watari. Tell the police to monitor prison populations closely for the next few days. Kira may use other suicide notes to communicate with us.
Understood.
This place is crawling with humans. Are you gonna do it here?
Let's just say you're about to see the results
looks
of
so
all the
fucking
research and
sketchy right now.
experiments
Yeah,
I've done
right.
over the last few days.
Experiments?
Yeah. I've been using known criminals who live in this part of town to test out different killing methods, and I've learned a lot about the death note. For example, if I write a cause of death and the circumstances leading up to it, I can add a name afterwards, and it'll still happen.
Ooh, even I didn't know that one.
He's here. Right on time. Mr. Ray Penber. Turn around and you're dead. I am Kira. That's right. Don't turn around or put your hands in your pockets. I won't hesitate to kill you here.
It couldn't be. This voice. I've heard it somewhere.
But first, I'm gonna prove to you that I'm Kira. Do you see the man working over there at the coffee shop? That's right, the one sweeping the floor. I'm gonna kill him just for you.
But how? Don't do it.
That'd be some scary ass shit.
I'm afraid I had no choice but to kill him. I figured if I didn't kill at least one person, you wouldn't believe me. Although that man has been repeatedly charged with sexual assault, he's managed to avoid conviction every time due to lack of evidence. He was a menace to society. He got what he deserved. I
Well,
can only assume that Elle has
Hiding
already
in plain
informed me
sight.
of this. I can't kill someone who I
Who
haven't
still
seen.
hired him?
I have to know their face, which means, of course, I could
Coffee
easily
shop
kill
gives
all
no
these people
fucks.
right now if I wanted to. Go ahead and choose someone.
make sure you check your local Starbucks.
You're Kira.
Message
I'm
was
sure
brought to
you
you by
care more
Tokyo
about
Bull
your loved
Foundation.
ones than any of these people.
Oh
here.
my God.
Imagine how you'd feel
They
if
don't
one
get
of
that
them
one
was
yet.
killed just because you refused to cooperate. I think you should consider them the real hostages at the moment.
How do you know about her?
You seem surprised. I've been investigating you. And if you don't do exactly as I say, she will die. And so will the rest of your family, including you. And that's a promise.
I understand. Just tell me what you need me to do.
I see you've got your laptop with you. I want the files containing the identities of all the FBI agents who came to Japan.
I do have my laptop with me. It's the one I use for work, but I don't have the files you're looking for.
All right. Then take this envelope.
Can they just like
First, take the
check that shit
transceiver
for
out of the
DNA?
envelope, then put the earpiece in and await my
They found it.
instructions.
A transceiver. This thing looks like a toy. But there'll be no record of this transmission anywhere. And it allows us to converse from a close distance, even underground. You really thought this through.
All right. Now get on the Yamanote line. Inner or outer route. It doesn't matter which direction you take. I'll be close by at all times, which means I'll be watching your every move. When you get on the train, pick a spot in front of you and don't take your eyes off it. If I see you looking around, I will kill you. Once you've boarded, I want you to take the seat closest to the doors. If it's occupied, wait until it's free. Now, I'm going to ask you something. If I have even the slightest suspicion that you're not being honest, your girlfriend is as good as dead. How many FBI agents are currently in Japan? Speak quietly into the transceiver and don't make it obvious.
I believe it's 4 teams, 3 agents per team, for a total of 12.
Okay. Now take the papers out of the envelope.
What is this?
Of those 12 agents you mentioned, I want you to write down the name of your superior, the one who's heading up this investigation, in the space at the very top of the page.
What is the meaning of this? What is he after? Let's face it, he hasn't really left me any choice. Besides, it's not like he can kill them using just their names.
Next, take out your laptop and turn it on.
Bro, did you not just see him
Boss is
kill a
going to
guy
send
like
you a
right next to
message
you?
with a file attachment. It contains the
Well, he
names
did say
and
they
photos
need
of
their
all
faces,
the FBI
but,
agents
you know,
currently
still pretty
active in
close.
Japan.
But this is...
Now, one by one, you're going to look at each photo and then write that agent's name in the space provided. You're going to do this for each agent.
It doesn't make sense. If he's got the names already, why use me? What's he planning to do with them?
Good. Looks like you're done. Now put the transceiver and all the papers back into the original envelope and place them on the rack directly above your head. After that, you're going to stay in your seat and ride the train for at least another 30 minutes. When you are absolutely certain that nobody will notice you leaving without the envelope, you can get off the train.
I know that voice. Why on earth can't I remember who it belongs to? Kira, who are you?
Like Yagami.
Farewell, Ray Penber.
Fucking cutthroat. You look shocked, Zay.
Dark as a motherfucker.
On pages taken from the death note. Ironic. Without even realizing it, he was actually signing a death
Yo,
warrant.
man,
for
he
his
won't
colleagues.
mess up. His girl was
Mr.
bad.
Penber's boss, he died of a heart attack after sending all of his agents a file. And the other 11 investigators? They all died of heart attacks after receiving the same file.
have a call from the director of the FBI.
It's me. I've got a report in front of me right now stating that all of our agents in Japan are dead. All 12 died of heart attacks. I can only assume Akira is behind this. Look, I'm sorry, but it's already decided. We're calling off our investigation.
I have Chief Yagami on the line.
L, I just got off the phone with the director of the FBI. According to him, it seems that you arranged for the FBI to come to Japan and investigate everyone here associated with the task force.
Yes, I did.
So how do you explain this? Are we now suspects in our own investigation?
I felt that it was necessary to uncover Kira's identity.
I cannot accept that. I find it unbelievable that you would spy on us. The very people working with you on this case.
Hear that? Well, I knew all along we couldn't trust that guy.
More importantly, Kira killed those FBI agents, didn't he?
It's obvious he'll kill anyone who gets in his way, whether they're criminals or not.
So much for his sense of justice. He's a murderer.
We have another victim. A note was found at the scene.
L, do you know Gods of Death? Love apples.
Damn you, Kira.
Just sitting there fucking with somebody just because. He's bit me in my fucking hand.
He's dead.
Well, that's what happens.
No, he was murdered by Kira.
So what's with the family
Cheers.
meeting, Dad?
I figured you're going to find out sooner or later, so I might as well tell you now. I don't want you to be alarmed. I'm sure you've heard of this Kira investigation. Well, I'm currently in charge of it.
What? Are you serious? That's totally awesome, Dad. You're the best cop ever.
That's not quite
I
the
said
point.
that ain't awesome.
You see, the truth is, the FBI sent 12 of their agents to Japan to assist us in finding Kira, and all of them died yesterday.
Does that mean they were all killed by Kira?
What I'm saying is there's a chance that Kira will actually try to kill anyone who comes after him. His crimes are ruthless and more frightening than anything we've seen. Many detectives have already quit.
Dad, you should quit too. I don't want you to die. What if he gets you?
That's right. Your life is so much more important than some job.
I can't. I could never forgive myself if I walked away from this. I will not sit back and let evil triumph.
But, Dad, you...
Please, dear.
I think it's honorable of you, Dad. I'm proud to be able to call you my father. And if anything should ever happen to you, I'm going to find Kira. And make sure he gets executed.
That's a really weird thing to say.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't think he sounded kind of honest?
Kira doesn't just target
Like,
criminals. He'll kill
you
anyone.
mark a red flag on my
It's
son.
quite possible that we may all be killed by Kira. Think of your own lives, your families, and all the others you'll be leaving
Yo, what those
behind.
big box
If
things they
anyone wants to
use?
leave this investigation,
That's
now
not-
is the time. You won't be demoted if you choose not to stay. You have my word. But if you're not absolutely sure, then we don't need you. You have to be willing to fight against him, even if that means making the ultimate
What?
sacrifice.
If I was like, bye, nigga.
So, what are you gonna do?
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, that's him all right. There's no doubt about it. I remember him because he told us to get down. But I don't really remember any of the other passengers.
I see. Well, thanks for talking with me anyway. I appreciate it. It's a bit of a long shot, but if what I'm thinking is right, Kira could have been one of the passengers on the bus that day. And if that is the case, then I know that he's close enough to use this bus route.
Damn.
5 men, huh? Well, 6, including myself. Still, I'm grateful to see that there are as many as 5 of you willing to risk your lives to face evil.
The fact that you've chosen to stay means you have a strong sense of justice. I trust all of you.
Huh? Hold on a second. El just said that he's decided to trust us now. But honestly, what reason do we have to trust him?
Look, Al.
all of us have agreed to put our lives at risk to bring Kira to justice. So I hope you understand what this means. We're really sticking our necks out here.
But you never have to show your face, do you? You just give the orders. I don't see how you can expect us to work alongside you under those conditions.
L, if all of us are going to work together on this investigation, and if you truly meant what you said about trusting the 6 of us, could you come here so we can all meet in person?
The thought had already crossed my mind. After all, I did say that I trusted all of you.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
Damn, that's exactly what I thought he was going to say.
Shut the hell up.
Why is he seeking our help now? There's only 6 of us. He's solved all these difficult cases by himself in the past, so what makes this one so different? The way L's been conducting things so far, odds are he's gonna send a stand-in or a proxy of some kind to meet us instead of coming himself. It's not like we'd ever know.
A proxy, huh? Well, it is possible.
I believe El. I think we can trust him. And besides, I don't really see how we can solve this case without his help.
I agree. From the beginning, he's been very upfront about the fact that he would need the help of the police on this case. Perhaps we should think of it like he's been waiting for this to happen all along.
Why would he do something like that?
There were a number of people on the task force who distrusted El before this investigation began, and once we got started, we had detectives resigning left and right. Following that, classified information was leaked, so I'm not surprised that he didn't trust us.
In other words, he was waiting for the task force to get narrowed down to only those investigators he could trust. And to do that, he needed to weed out anyone who wasn't totally committed.
If we're working with that guy, I'm leaving the task force. You don't have to worry. I won't try to follow you. I'm not interested in finding L.
Well, I think we can trust L, so I'd be willing to cooperate with him on this investigation.
Count me in.
I'm staying in a suite at the Tato Hotel at the moment, but I'll be switching hotels every few days from this point on. I want you to think of these hotel rooms as the de facto headquarters of this investigation. If this arrangement is acceptable to all of you, then split into 2 groups and stagger your arrivals so you come 30 minutes apart. Please arrange it so you're all here at midnight.
Kira, it seems we're getting closer to each other in equal steps. It's only a matter of time before we collide. So be it. I'm ready to show my face. I'll make my first public appearance as L. If you ever manage to find out about these secret meetings, I'm sure you'd feel compelled to move in. That's what I'm counting on.
I've been quite active over these last few days. Think carefully. Was there anything I missed? And what comes next? There are endless possibilities. The real battle is only just beginning.
I always love the hype they put behind these. Fuck you guys.
What? I don't know why, that kind of pissed me off. The fact they stopped right there.
Oh, it should have. How'd you feel about that episode?
Oh man, it was great. Sorry, no, but
I'm like, whoa, man, chill out.
Yo, this man Light is on some devious shit, dog.
He's gotten pretty dark in about 4.5 episodes. Cause remember that whole sense of justice thing, like they said.
That shit went right out the window.
I mean, hey, look, man, when you need to start covering your tracks, it's like, look, you about to die. That whole sense of justice thing can't really stay there too much.
Then it's like for how close the FBI was getting to him, so he had to do something.
Yeah. So, what do you think's gonna happen next? I mean, honestly, I ask you that with every fucking show, and I'm gonna ask you that every single episode, even when you see the last, like, 13 episodes you didn't see.
Yeah.
But, this one's kind of hard to predict, so I don't really blame you if you're, like, just far off mark, but, like, what shot in the dark, man.
You wanna do something?
Do something after this? What do you think's gonna happen?
Well, first the FBI gotta see L, and then I mean, shit, I don't know. Light is gonna be like, he gonna think about whatever he did wrong or something like that, or if there's anything that would give the FBI clues on who it is, something like that.
Do you think he missed something?
Most likely, the fact he's gonna realize that I don't know if it's that time period on the show, but I guess like the fact that the buses have cameras, so the camera saw him.
That would be some really simple, stupid shit to miss.
Come like that dude's wife or girl, fiance, whatever, is like obviously sad, and she was a very highly respected detective, so most likely she's gonna get in on it. And Light
Coming out of retirement.
And Light don't even know anything about that going on, so I mean, I don't know. That's just gonna like.
Their souls ain't doing any melding, alright. So, you know, once again, that's pretty much the end of this episode, of course, so don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Patreon. We're not ahead in these too much on Patreon, but, you know, we try to upload some every now and then. And once again, if you don't see anything, check the community page. That way, you know, community part of our YouTube page. That way, so, you know, we can tell you what's going on. So, yeah, thanks for watching, of course. We'll see you guys next time.